turn off my my seat massagers here. They can get a little annoying. What's up, folks? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. I'm relaxed. I just got a massage. I was actually trying to test something if I could record audio and do a Periscope at the same time, but that didn't work out too well. What's up, Barbara from Miami? Hey, listen, I'm curious. You guys are West Beachy, first-time viewer, first-time caller. Tanya, what's up? Rios. David is good. Tanya, thank you for asking. Rios, you the man, my brother. Lep Drift, Mr. Scopes. Yeah, man, I've been not scoping. Ken, what's up, my brother? Y'all are showing mad love on the hearts. I'm appreciating that. Hey, I'm curious. What do you guys actually need? What do you guys actually want? Betty Jean, what's up? When you guys are on the internet, or what would help you the most? Because I'm going to start doing some different stuff here. And, this is the same thing that I teach, as well as what I try to practice, what I preach, is that I got to do things that serve me, that as far as providing content that I'm actually going to do consistently, and that's what I recommend that you guys do too. So when you guys are like here on Periscope, you guys are on Facebook, you sit down to your computer, you're on your internet, you're on your mobile phone. What are you actually looking for? What do you want? What type of training? What type of experience? What would help you the most that I could be doing for you on a weekly or daily basis? What books do I recommend? I recommend that you read The Alchemist right now if you haven't read it. I think it's a great book. I recommend that you read anything John Maxwell. Those are my recommendations right off the top of my head. What do you guys want? Do you know what you want? I don't know what that is. A gate. What do I use as a log platform now? Do you mean blog? I got a blog that's being built. We're going to launch it here, I think, this week. What do you guys want, though? Do you know what you want? I mean, what could I do that could serve you the most? Are you guys, digging Periscopes? Should your training be more personal development? You should blog and create content about things that you love. I don't think we should overcomplicate that. Becoming more self-aware. Okay, that's what you're looking for. That's what you want. I was on a great roll there on Periscope, and sometimes life gets in the way, or business or whatever gets in the way, and I get a little distracted, or I've got a couple of big projects happening in the background right now, so my time can get sucked up during the week. But seriously, what do you guys want? I mean, are you hanging out on Periscope all day? Want to see more of you? All right, thank you, Tanya. Appreciate that. That's cool. My scopes are really informative, on point. I don't know what Dave Wood's doing. I'm not in business with him anymore, so you'd have to go check him out. Yeah, I'm just curious what you guys are looking for on the internet every day. I mean, where are you guys at in your business? Are you making money? I mean, what stage of your business or your life at? What is most important to you? What's your number one goal? Hi, Monica. What are you doing? I mean, where are you at right now in your business? Have you not made money? Are you trying to get started? Where are you at in your life? Are you working a job looking for more fulfillment? Trying to get to 6 figures by December. But what are you doing right now? Where are you at right now? I think it's so important for us to be super, super honest about where we're at right now, because if you're not honest about where you're at right now, then it's really difficult to be able to figure out what you need to get to the next level. Don't go ghost on me now. What are you guys looking for? Where are you at in your life right now? What's your number one goal? So you're living off of your savings right now, and you're trying to get to 6 figures by December. I mean, that's a prime example of where I think everybody who is, or the majority of people who are trying to become entrepreneurs are failing at, is they're not being realistic about where they're at right now. You know, being super honest. I mean, that's great that you're being honest about where you're at, my brother. But I mean, the truth is that, you know, going from living off of your savings and having no business to just making six figures, you know, it may not be realistic. And, you know, that's not a popular thing to say, but it's the truth. And I think that what people need more of is the truth, because it would be empowering for you most likely to get out of whatever the mental barrier or limiting belief that you have going on in your life that's holding you back from even getting started. You know, I mean, if you're living off of your savings right now, it means that you haven't even gotten started yet. So, I mean, making it to six figures by December is a lofty goal, but how realistic is it? I mean, maybe you need to have a goal of breaking through whatever your personal barrier is going on. Maybe you have relationship issues. Maybe you have mental blocks. Maybe you have spiritual blocks. I mean, maybe you have other stuff that's going on. Maybe you're not connected to what you want. Maybe you have no God or no higher power in your life. I mean, maybe you're isolated in your life. Maybe you have addictions that you're dealing with. Maybe you're addicted to drugs or porn or sex or food. I mean, these are the type of real issues that people are dealing with, but it's so easy to just say, hey, you know, I want to get to six figures by December, and I'm not here to you know, this is not about squashing somebody's goals, because Lord knows I want you to think bigger, but I also want you to think realistically and practically about where you're at and what you have, you know, what you need to do right now to be able to get to the next level. And oftentimes it's not just about, you know, jumping right into building a business that's going to do 6 or 7 figures. I see so many people who have a lot of big business goals but have been, you know, chasing so you had to take care of your mom. She had cancer. That's cool, brother. That's cool. You're a non-practicing doctor. Got it. So anyways, I'm just curious. I feel like I'm too desperate for money, have a hard time not being spammy. And you may be. You got to definitely, you know, human beings are very energetic. So we feel the energy that each other is putting off, even if it's in blog post or Facebook post. So one of the things that, for all of you who are looking to step into your power and step into your purpose more, one of the things that I did that helped me so much, because back when I started this whole journey being an entrepreneur, which was really not that long ago, I really acted as if I was already successful. You know, when I made posts, when I made videos, I talked as if I was already successful. That's one of the things that I see so many people, I feel like, talking themselves into struggle and failure. I think a lot of people are addicted to struggle. So that is, I'll get back to you here in a second, ask that question in a second about the mental block. I think people are just addicted to struggle. So what I want you to do is start to pay attention to the way that you speak. When somebody asks you a question and you start to talk, I want you to pay attention to the way that you're talking about yourself. Because you may be talking about yourself negatively or putting yourself down or talking about how you're struggling or what you need to do, which is keeping you in this place believing and convincing yourself that you need all of these exterior things to become successful, when the truth is that really is all you need is to tap into your inner power and your inner strength and speak your success into existence. Does that make sense to you guys? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down with that? If you you guys want to become self-aware, I do believe that self-awareness is the key to success, because, you know, whether you lack self-awareness in, you know, for example, some people lack self-awareness in social settings, so they don't pick up on social cues. So when they're talking with somebody, and I'm talking about basic stuff, like when you're in a conversation with somebody and you don't pick up on the fact that that person is looking to end the conversation, that's a lack of self-awareness. And so self-awareness plays in not only roles in our social life and like how we interact with people, but it also plays into our becoming successful. So many times, like I said, we're so addicted to this struggle, and we think that we need to have or be or do something in order to become successful. The truth is that you can become successful anytime that you'd like. Matter of fact, you already are successful, and the only thing that's keeping you from becoming more successful is you telling the world that you're not successful yet. So we literally speak our success or our failure into existence in the world. And so the number one thing that we have to do as human beings, entrepreneurs, as people who are high achievers in life, is we have to literally act as if we are already successful. You have to match your insides with your outsides. But here's the key is that your outsides will reflect your insides. So the reason why the outside of your life, your money, your relationships, whatever, your peace of mind, the way that you carry yourself is not successful is because it's reflecting what's happening and going on inside of you. If you believe that you're successful and you carry yourself like you're successful and you speak with purpose and passion, then that will translate outside. People will become attracted to you. People will want to like and comment and engage with you. They'll want to follow you. They'll want to show up on your Periscopes. I mean, I did send out one email to Periscope, and I've got about 500 followers. I haven't really even promoted. I've hardly done any. And I mean, I get 50 to 100 people to show up on Periscopes, when I do them. But it's not because I've promoted it. It's just because the energy that I'm putting out into the marketplace and in the world is of power and purpose, and people they're attracted to that. And thank God that I realized that a long time ago, because I was addicted to struggle. I had lived for 10 years homeless and addicted, but I was addicted to everything. I was addicted to drugs. I was addicted to I was addicted to just being a failure. And one day when I got clean, I just started to take inventory of my life and what was going on with my life and why it was like it was. And when I started to reflect on that, and I started to reflect internally about what what I was really truly struggling with, I was shocked that I had created and designed my life to be exactly what it was. It was exactly me. My exterior was a reflection of my interior. And so I just started speaking success into existence. I started to, when I talked to people, I would, instead of talking about what I needed or what I didn't have or where I was struggling, I would inspire, and I would tell stories, and I would talk about what I've overcame. And that would attract people to me. About the mental blocks. It's not hard to be able to tell what your mental blocks are, but oftentimes we can't see our mental blocks ourselves. So, I mean, I've been really good at surrounding myself for the past 7 years with really powerful and insightful people who can help me work through my challenges and my blocks. I think the first thing that you've got to do is you've got to become brutally yet compassionately honest with yourself. I think that the problem with mental blocks is that people have a lack of honesty, that they're not honest with themselves. It takes rigorous honesty and courage to really figure out what your mental blocks are. Some of the more obvious ones are people have mental blocks. And I guess mental blocks is sort of an ambiguous general way to talk about it. I think people have attachments and anchors to things. For example, a husband and a wife, the husband can work a lot, and that could have brought a lot of pain to their relationship. So now all of a sudden, when the wife sees the husband sitting in front of his computer, she has already anchored him working to a negative emotion. So now all of a sudden that brings up negative things in her life or emotions in her body. Things happen in our childhood, like listening to our parents talk about having money problems or not being able to afford stuff. So we anchor all of these feelings of lack and these limiting beliefs around money, and so we hoard money, or we don't think that there's enough money, so we We don't spend our money. So we've got limiting beliefs. I really think instead of mental blocks,